So keep on chiming in here. Let's connect the dots around the world. Everybody's coming in from all over, and today's event is amazing on many levels. Last year I did the Great Awakening conference, and then today we decided to shift it to the Remembrance conference. And the reason why it's called the Great Remembrance is because if there's anything that you could put down as like the one element of what all this is for and all the things we do on Portal to Ascension, it would be the remembering from ancient civilizations to extraterrestrial connections to our innate spiritual gifts. And just checking again, how's my quality coming in now? Can you guys hear me okay? Zoe, can you give me a thumbs up? Okay, good. Perfect. Now we're in a good place. So, what I wanted to do is I wanted to really just tap into a general theme. So, you're going to experience some incredible presentations and speakers, but it's going to be all different elements. It's like a variety show of consciousness, all these different elements that lead us into that great remembrance and that awakening within. And what's really cool as well, a lot of speakers, guys, I don't know if you saw the lineup, but I would say like 70 to 80% of all the speakers here are completely brand new to Portal to Ascension and have just come in the last 3 to 4 months. So I know a lot of you guys, well, I've only shared this and promoted this to the Portal to Ascension email list. So I know a lot of you have not experienced these speakers before. So not only do we get to really tap into multiple layers of consciousness and awareness here, but you also get to experience a lot of new individuals that have just come into Portal to Ascension, and this is pretty much their debut event. So I'm excited to bring them on and to introduce you to some incredible, amazing people over the next couple of days. So let me know, are you guys ready to go? Are you ready to do this and blast off? So let's get into our first speaker, and I'm really happy that Zoe Davenport is our first presenter today because she's one of my best friends and closest people to me, and she's chiming in, bringing in the frequencies of Portugal right now, coming in from all the way from over there in Portugal. And Zoe, I have, before I get into her official bio here, connected with Zoe about 3 years ago in Tulum, Mexico, and from the moment that I connected with her, I felt this amazing energy, and then pretty soon after that, in a sweat lodge. I've shared this multiple times. In a sweat lodge in what's called a temescal in Tulum, she all of a sudden shifted. This energy came through her, and this transmission and this frequency that literally was like penetrating my cells. And from that moment onwards, I really knew her power. And not only did I get to experience her power, but we've become really close friends. And she has been a part of many different events over the last few years. She's, I would say, has had even more of a depth of experience of life and is emerging into a whole new level of what she's bringing into the world. So I'm really excited for you guys to be experiencing Zoe today and for her to be starting out this event. So actually, I think that's good enough. I don't even need your professional bio, Zoe. I think that was a good one. What do you think?
I love it. It's beautiful. Thank you, Neil.
Thank you. Thank you for being here, Zoe. I love you, and we're ready to receive. So take it away.
Amazing. And I just want to share with everyone, me and Neil just got off an amazing meeting for a conference that he's bringing out for next year. And I'm sure he'll share more about it, but I'm just so incredibly grateful to be part of this community. So it's amazing to start the summit off as well. I'm very excited.
Me too. Okay. It's all yours, Zoe.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Can everyone see me okay? You can hear me okay? You're feeling good? And those of you that you're on live, if you just want to take a moment in the comments to just share an intention of what you want to receive from this weekend and from this transmission and from this moment. And I'm just going to take a moment to take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then just bringing your awareness into this present moment, into this space, and allowing yourself to set that clear and powerful intention. You can post in the comments, or you can just connect to that word. What is it that you wish from this experience? What is it that you wish to learn? What is it that you wish to embody? And as we open up this space, just calling all of your energy into presence, into your body, into the here and now through your breath, allowing your breath through the remainder of this journey, learning from all these incredible powerhouses that are coming together and learning from your own heart, your own intuition, your own guidance. as we absorb ourselves in these frequencies of information and light encoded energies, it reminds us of who we truly are, coming back home to truth, truth as source, source as love, love as light. I love that you are sharing some of your pieces in the chat now. So we've got want to remember who I am, want to receive, sharing in love, higher frequencies of like-minded souls, consciousness, remembrance, connection, and truth. I love some of these intentions, everyone. And this is all of our intentions, right? We come to these spaces to fill our cups with personal growth and learning, and sometimes receiving new information, sometimes receiving different ways of understanding how to connect, how to be in our highest alignment. So for those of you that have not heard me before, have not sure too much what I do, I've been on a very conscious path for over 15 years now. And I was very psychically attuned as a child, and then kind of wanted to be normal. So I stopped talking about all the crazy things that were happening, all the astral travel and remote viewing and psychic connections and angels and guides and everything. So I kind of switched it all off for over a decade. And then I was reminded through my reawakening that actually I was missing the point of being in this physical vessel, and went on a very deep journey of self-development, personal awareness, and went down all the rabbit holes to do with ascension and multidimensionality. And then here we are, fast forward to 2025. I'm here with you beautiful people, transmitting this message live to you from Portugal, where I've got this beautiful panoramic view of the ocean right now. So I'm just so grateful to Mama Ocean, bringing her beautiful medicine into this space as well. And as I'm talking, I'm just going to invite in all of our higher selves and all of the highest frequencies of light to surround us in this beautiful rose gold energy, and anything that is not here for the highest good to go home and evolve, that is being gently, beautifully released from the field, so that we can come into a higher state with ourselves through that open heart vessel. And I wanted to lead the beginnings of this summit talking about the heart. And once I have shared a little bit about that, I'm going to bring us through a transmission of opening up the heart. So the message that I have been getting consistently for a few months now is the opportunities that we have lie in our ability and our capacity to receive love, give love, and be more love. And so the more that we're working on this heart space, the more that we're working to open up this heart portal is a doorway to that interdimensionality. It's a portal to that connection to our higher selves. It's a portal to releasing and clearing and shifting and transmuting and transforming any and all lower third dimensional stuck dense energies that are kind of hanging out in these lower energy centers. So as we're really working with this heart, there is profound and beautiful things that can happen. The heart gives us an opportunity to live embodied in our physical bodies in the frequency of love. And it also gives us the opportunity to live through our awareness of life through gratitude. And give me a show of hands. How many have sometimes been kind of doing your spiritual practices, doing your spiritual tools, because you think that's what you should be doing? Okay, I'm going to journal my gratitude because that's what I think I should be doing to connect, but not really feeling it, just kind of going through the motions. And I know myself, sometimes I feel like, oh, I have to meditate today, or I have to do this because I need to be connected. So the opportunity that we have at the moment is it's far more potent to remind ourselves multiple times a day of our divinity. It is more potent to remind ourselves multiple times a day to take a moment with the breath and to breathe into the heart and to breathe into the body and to breathe ourselves into the earth, anchoring, grounding, and rooting ourselves into this moment. And then as we do that, we're allowing ourselves to open up our higher energy centers and bringing in these divine frequencies of light that are available to us. So it's 2025. The reality is fragmenting. We are definitely in a collective macrocosmic climate of chaos, and the systems, excuse me, and the ways of doing is falling away, and it is shifting, it is evolving. And the programs that are running through in this third dimensional realm is very much designed to keep us in separation, to keep us in lack, to keep us in jealousy, to keep us in envy, to keep us in control, to keep us in expectations, to keep us in attachments. And so as we're working with the heart portal, as we're bringing it back to the heart, as we're bringing it back to oneness through opening our heart, through feeling our physical vessels, through grounding into the earth, through allowing ourselves to feel that vibrational light that is available to us through our regulated nervous systems, we are shifting our awareness of reality, and we are embodying a frequency of neutrality. And that is where the magic is and the wisdom starts to unfold. So I believe each and every one of us that is listening to this in this moment, that has come together in this time space, we could have been anywhere else right now, doing anything else in the world. We could have been watching Netflix. We could have been in sleep, doing nothing. But we came here in this moment to remember. We came here in this moment to feel the potency of collective energy. So I just want you to also take a moment and close your eyes, place one hand on your heart and one hand on your sacral. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. And I want you to imagine that you're in a beautiful space outside in nature. And I want you to feel the beautiful souls that have come together in this sacred circle in this moment. Each and every single one of you. So feeling almost like you're sat next to your neighbor. You can kind of feel their elbow, and you have that little smile of like, wow, we're in this beautiful circle. We're in this beautiful invitation of love. And imagine that you're just sending love to your neighbor on your right, and you're sending love to your neighbor on your left. And then just imagine yourself receiving this love back to you tenfold, 100-fold, 1,000-fold. And feeling the beautiful energy that is available for us as we come together in collective group consciousness. That we are all here to awaken. We are all here to remember. And we're all here to connect with each other, with ourselves, with the planet, with the cosmos. Just taking a deep breath in. And deep breath out. We're going to go into a little practice of opening the heart now, as I feel the energy is opening up for us to receive. So allowing yourself to become comfortable in your position, whether you want to lie down or you're sitting, but just allowing your legs not to be crossed and the soles of your feet on the earth, or if you're lying down, just the heels of your feet just touching. And just dependent on your needs in this moment, whether you're feeling in more need of receiving, have the palms of your hands facing upwards. And if you're feeling more in need of grounding and integration, then placing the palms of your hands downwards. And just tipping the chin ever so slightly in towards your chest, so you feel a lengthening in the back of your neck. And then just feeling where you are on your hips, whether you are leaning slightly forwards or to the side or backwards, and just adjusting your posture so that you feel that your vertebrae are tucked on top of each other one by one. And if you're lying down, just feeling your back becoming more connected to the earth. Allowing your tummy to relax. Letting go of any tension you have in this area. And if you haven't done so already, just closing down your eyes, starting to breathe. So breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the nose. So as you breathe in, breathing in for counts of 4, and as you breathe out, breathing out for counts of 4. And breathing in, allowing yourself to fill up with this beautiful light, conscious energy. So in your mind's eye, imagine your inhalation, breathing in that beautiful light, that cosmic light, that pranic light, that love light. And on those exhalations, just letting everything else go, falling down into the earth. And just really arrive into this space, into this moment through your breath. And if your mind starts to wander, just bringing it back to your breath, breathing in and breathing out. So the practice is not to shut down the mind completely or to be in conflict with the mind or to be in combat. Let the mind think the thoughts that it wants to think, but almost allowing it to be not your main focus. So as those thoughts come up, allowing them to be there for a moment and then bringing it back to your breath, listening to your breath, breathing in and feeling the pause between each inhalation and each exhalation. How much more can you allow yourself to be here in presence and in this space? How much more can you allow yourself to feel your physical body connected to the earth? And setting an intention that you're grounding yourself all the way down into the crystalline core of Gaia, grounding and anchoring you. Good. And on your next inhalation, start breathing into your heart. And right in the middle of your heart, imagining a beautiful golden light energy starting to emerge, almost like an orb within your heart space. And with each inhalation, imagine this golden orb starting to expand from your heart. Even using your mind's eye, you may even see some patterns or some codes. And allowing this to expand and open. And again, those exhalations grounding you, allowing you to be present in the here and now. Using your breath as your guiding and activating tool. And deepening those exhalations, visualizing this golden light expanding even more from your heart, opening up. Opening up to love. Opening up to joy. Opening up to gratitude. Opening up to who you are as a multi-dimensional being. In your mind's eye, imagining this beautiful golden heart opening and expanding, almost expanding out from your physical vessel. And expanding this energy out into your auric field. Imagining this beautiful gold energy surrounding the outer edges of your aura. Then expanding this energy out, expanding you, expanding your divinity, expanding your love, expanding your joy. Expand, expand, expand. And just breathing into this space. how much more can you allow yourself to open back up? Surya. You are safe to be seen. You're safe to be expanded. In this open-hearted space, inviting in the connection to your higher self. A version of you that is here to support you, that is here to guide you, that is here to love you, that is here to bring you back home, that has all the guidance and messages and tools and wisdom. It is you. It is the version of you that is within you and always has been you through your open heart. Continue to expand, continue to holding yourself in this space, in this growth, in this connection. In your divinity. And feeling into the subtleties of this exercise, of this journey, the ease and grace of which it is to be in this space, in this moment. Congratulations, you have arrived to you, to your breath, to your being. We invite into and through our heart any and all dense energies from the lower centers to release now through that sacred heart portal and out through the crown. So, and any and all outdated contracts that are operating on the third dimensional plane of existence to be null and void now across all realities, all versions, all timelines, all beings, all versions now, and anything in the way of that to go home and evolve. Anything that's holding us back from really expanding our field, really expanding our energy and living in this open heart space of pure gratefulness and pure joy and connection to our multidimensional selves, fifth dimensional Gaia and beyond, the fifth dimensional crystalline grid systems, allowing us to re-anchor, refocus, re-embody, embody in our physical vessels now, feeling into the reconnection to you as your divine self, your radiant self, your healthy self, your abundant self, your joyful self. Laughter, play, wisdom, growth. Even in the times that are challenging on this planet, giving you all the tools, all the wisdom, all the know-how, all the steps, all the people, places and things, and all of the support. Keep expanding your heart. Keep opening up. Expanding into receptivity. Expanding into the unknown and being comfortable in the spaces of the void. Anything that is causing an uncomfortability with not knowing the steps, that is causing you to be anchored into a time-space reality, anything that is releasing, clearing, deleting, destoring, unmanaging from the third dimensional plane of existence and beyond now, show me. Keep expanding, keep breathing in deeply to your heart and allowing more of this energy, your radiant energy, your radiant beingness, divineness, uniqueness, to flow through you, within you, and all around you. So it's allowing you to anchor into a new level of receptivity, a new level of truth, a new level of love. Anchoring in to all of the ascended Gaia frequencies, connecting into the solar rays, the plasma rays, the rainbow rays, the crystalline rays. Continuing to open your heart and expand, allowing this transmission of you, allowing your higher self to come back online with you, that reconnection, reestablishing that firm and grounded root to the divine through your open heart. Allowing all of your energy centers now to start radiating through this golden light frequency from your root, your sacral, your solar plexus, up into your heart, your throat, your third eye, your crown, your soul star, your earth star, opening up and expanding the electromagnetic frequency of your heart, 6 feet and beyond, all around us. This is the coherence of fifth dimensional Gaia and beyond. This is the coherence to embody love in this physical time, space, reality. Remembering this truth, remembering your wisdom, remembering to remember all of your memories, unlocking at a cellular, atomic, and subatomic level now. And may these remembrances come through however it wishes to choose to come through for you, clear and crystal clear messaging systems as a deep knowing, intuition, the emotional intelligence of the heart, the universal intelligence of the cosmos through signs, synchronicity, messages, up-leveling, upscaling, expanding all that is you. It is time, it is time, it is time. Keep allowing yourself to breathe deeply. Keep allowing yourself to feel yourself in this space of light encoded consciousness. And feeling into any sounds, any movements, what is wanting to flow through you, what is present for you, allowing yourself to connect into this space of you now. No one is listening, no one is around. This is your journey. Maybe there is some toning or some light language or some sounds of releasing. Maybe there is some movement in the body, waking yourself up, waking your physical vessel up to feel the new intention of you through this open heart portal, through this portal of joy, of infinite love and gratitude. Reconnecting to the infinite star systems, remembering all of the versions of you that have had the remembrances of the incarnations on this planet and all of the different planets, bringing all of the versions of you into this space, allowing yourself to receive, allowing yourself to be lit up, allowing yourself to be inspired, allowing yourself to be in spirit, in body, inspired to all that you get to create moving forward. Allowing that creative expression to manifest as desire in your physical reality, opening up to the unknown, the possibilities, the untapped potential of you, wherever you've been holding yourself back, wherever you've been in sabotaging programs, patterns, behaviors, remembering your truth, your connection, that this is the path of least resistance to own the truth of who you are, the path of least resistance to embody all of who you came here to be as love, as joy. You are a walking miracle. Allowing yourself to feel all of the energy of you, all of the embrace of you. And any information that is specific to you for your journey, for your path, from your higher self, may this be coming through now in the form of a message, a blessing, a gift, a prayer. And holding yourself in this moment of breath while you receive all that is for you. Taking those deep breaths and allow this message to come through. Good. And just thanking your consciousness, thanking your higher self, thanking all of the energy that came through. And with your open heart of expansion, again, the outer edges of your auric field, beautiful rose gold energy, that only the purest energies may enter your field, and everything that is ready to be dissolved at an accelerated speed of time, space, may this show up quickly for you. That you are stepping into the abundance of time, that you are stepping into the abundance of space for all of your creative endeavors and your journeys, and trusting that you are exactly where you are meant to be in this moment. Breathing in a deep breath of love and breathing out a deep breath of joy. And just feeling yourself, feeling every single physical vessel, cells of you, from the tip of your head all the way down to your little toe, starting to wake up your physical vessel, starting to gently, slowly opening your eyes and feeling the beautiful light that has enters you, waking up to this new version, coming into this space once more, feeling yourself, maybe giving yourself a hug, telling yourself you love yourself, you're so happy to be here. Taking a deep breath in and deep breath out. Beautiful, everyone. Just taking a moment to come back into this space, into the room. We have fully opened up the channel. We have fully opened up our hearts. And if any of you have anything you wish to share in the comments, if you have any questions that are coming through, my invitation to all of us in this space is to connect multiple times a day, because the more that we do this as a community and the more that we do this individually, it will help us to anchor in these frequencies that are coming in, so that we won't feel in such a yo-yo up and down energy. We are receptive through that regulated nervous system. We are receptive through that open heart space. And the miracles, the blessings, the gifts that are available for us in that open heart vessel way of being is phenomenal, of instant manifestation, of just so much joy and trust and surrender, for no other reason than just to feel so blessed to be in this physical vessel. And this is something that I have been such an advocate for so many years, is the physical vessel needs to come with us. And as we work with our nervous systems, as we work with our energy centers, balancing our beingness, we are in such an attunement of the energy that we get to work in co-creation, and there is so much magic and so much life within us. So some of you have just started sharing wonderful attunement. What a way to start this conference. Beautiful. Thank you so much. And Gaia G was sharing, is activating the light language in me. This is beautiful. Our throat chakras, our voices, the words that we speak, the tones that we share, the messages that come through is co-creating our reality. And so when we were going through that process, when I was sharing, if there is anything that is coming through you, then to allow that expression, even if it's the weirdest noise that you've ever heard of, just allow yourself to feel expressed. And even the movement, because we're moving energy, we're moving density, right? There's the somatic element to these activations, these journeys that we are on. And Felice for showing beautiful way to set an open sacred space for this conference and being the heartfelt. You're more than welcome. My pleasure. Peaceful. Joyce is sharing activated light language in me too. Amazing. I'm curious if anyone wants to share the message that came through from your higher self as well, if that was anything that you would like to share. My message that came through, which I feel like is a message for all of us, is just trusting. And when I was sharing at the beginning, I feel sometimes we go through the motions of spirituality, the motions of journaling, the motions of like, I'm going to practice my gratitude, but I'm not really feeling very grateful. It's the consistency as we continue to show up in these spaces. It's the consistency as we continue to show up multiple times a day to reconnect. It's what will anchor us in. In fact, I shared with a client yesterday because a big thing that she was going through was wanting to really connect to the higher self, and it was a struggle. So we broke down what the struggle actually was. And the things that she was doing, she wasn't enjoying. It was feeling like work. It was feeling like hard work. We want to be doing this because our lives and the way that we're showing up in our service, everything becomes more richer. The tones of life, the tastes of life, the pleasure of life becomes so much more embodied. And so I actually told my client, well, throw your journal away for a minute, because if you're not enjoying writing in it, like the energy that you're in when you're doing that says more. You're better off just sitting in stillness and doing nothing. And then there's the disbelief of what, I can just sit there and do nothing and then I'm still connecting. I said, yes, if you're focusing on your breath, and even if it's a minute a day, and then it's 2 minutes a day or 3 minutes, and you work your way up, just sit with your breath. Yeah, but what about my thoughts? I said, it doesn't matter. Let your thoughts be there. We are not there to completely shut the mind down. We are there to be in awareness of the thoughts. We are not trying to separate ourselves from thought. But what we are doing is I'm aware of my thoughts and I'm reconnecting to breath. And my breath is what reconnects me to source. I breathe, therefore I'm alive. And I breathe, therefore I'm having this experience. And I feel sometimes in life, and I've seen this so often in all these different spiritual spaces, is that we want this deep, deep, deep desire to have these multidimensional connections. We want to have these like epic stories. And then I met my higher self and I remembered my past timeline and I'm like, that's great. And what about the body? What do you mean the body? Like, my body is so dense. I hate my body. I'm like, okay, let's bring the body into the equation. And the body is how we get to live in this dimension. So this is a version of our multidimensionality. It's not separate. This is one of the best versions of our multidimensionality, is having this physical experience right here, right now. Our physical vessels is housing our consciousness. But our consciousness is not bound just by the physical body. Our consciousness is infinite. But it gets really fun when we connect our consciousness to infinity and we are embodied in the physical vessel at the same time. That is when we are really becoming masters of this known reality, of this physical reality. And we see beyond the density. The density is the illusion that we were trapped and bound by this reality. We set ourselves free when we allow our hearts to open. We set ourselves free when we are no longer in fear of space or time. We set ourselves free from the stories, the past versions of ourselves, when we are no longer trying to control the outcome of our future. We set ourselves free when we open our heart and allow ourselves to receive the moments, the breath, the subtleties, the pleasure, the taste, the divinity of life. We set ourselves free when we are no longer trying to be spiritual. We just are. We are just being it. We are being embodied through that breath. And so this is some of the information that has been coming through me in such an expanded way this last year. And I have felt like the last 10 years has been such a deep journey and so transformative on so many levels. Until recently, there was a deeper opening of the heart. I was like, oh, I get it. I want to share more from this space because it feels so good. And when we're in this contracted space, right? When we're in this closed down energy field, when we're protecting ourselves and we're making ourselves small, we're not allowing that full expression. We're not allowing the full expression of source consciousness to be able to manifest itself through our vessels. And that is one of the most beautiful blessings that we have on this earth. It's one of the most beautiful gifts that we can allow ourselves, to feel, to embrace, to journey. So there's some questions coming through, so I want to just take a moment in the chat. So Ellis was showing, I found a feeling of sharing a street taco with a homeless guy back in Mexico City when you said breathe in gratitude. It's like feel grateful and share. Oh, I love that. Thank you. Brooke was saying sacred play. I love that. And so what does sacred play look and feel like for you? And Gaia was sharing anchoring in divine consciousness. And then Melissa is sharing been feeling so much sincere gratitude lately with an overall sense of inner peace and neutrality. Very few triggers compared to the last couple of years, new soul family connections and new experiences coming in. Life is so beautiful and so good. I love this. Blessings to see you centered. Thank you, Whit. Melissa saying, totally, Zoe. The last 7 years have felt heavy and dark, feeling so much lighter finally. Beautiful. And Bruce is sharing, my higher self is saddened. It's not about us as we sit in such splendor. It is the darkness around us that we must address. When will we start? Why else would we call together? I love this. And so we are in this experience of duality. And it's a very interesting dimension to navigate when we are so sensitive and we're so open and we have so much love and we just want everybody to feel this. And some of our experiences of life, right, are to really understand the opposite, understand the different perspectives of life. And as we are raising the consciousness on this planet, collectively, we will start to emerge into a more cohesive way of operations, of connections, of community, of unity. And we are here in this moment to be downloading the light encoded tools, the wisdoms, the businesses, the books, the seminars, the solutions. That's what we are here for. So as we're in that open-hearted vessel, we are in the energy of solution, not the problem, not the density, not the darkness. And there is so much that's transpiring on this planet, and we also cannot control it. We can be part of a solution. We can be part of co-creation. We can be part of love, or we can be in separation to that. And so as we're moving through these higher dimensional frequencies, especially 2025 through to 2030, the more that we can keep our physical vessels clean, the more that we can be embodying some of these deeper practices, the more that we can be coming into deeper mastery with ourselves over matter, mind over matter. We are here to hold that wisdom. We are here to hold that truth. We are here to hold that light. And I remember that when I was first having my awakening, I had nobody around me. I was walking around the street and I felt like I was in a world of zombies. And I would have given anything to have had something like this, these seminars, these weekend things, the summits, the books, everything. And slowly I started to meet a person that was awake, and we would recognize each other straight away. And we would just cut through all the niceties of what's your name? Where are you from? What do you do? We would just say, are you awake? And be like, yes. I was like, great. Now we can have an elevated conscious conversation. And there is something magic that happens in those spaces, in those interactions, and that exchange of energy. And that's why things like this is so beautiful when we come together in sacred circle, because it's elevating our consciousness. It's reminding us of our potential. It's helping us to feel more connected. And through that stronger, wider collective heart cohesive energy field, we're activating that toroidal field, and we're tapping in to our untapped potential. So guys asked a great question. How can we open our heart more? And so a very, very simple tool for this is setting an alarm on your phone. I'm going to be extreme about this, 50 times a day, and taking a moment and grounding yourself into the heart of Gaia. Putting your hands on your heart and just breathing into your heart and visualizing your heart opening. And visualizing your heart opening and connecting to the cosmos, and visualizing your heart opening and connecting to the earth, and visualizing your heart opening up and connecting to all of your energy centers and all of your cells. So you can do this 10 times a day, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 100. Just keep doing it. so that you become so accustomed, like, oh, this is what it's like to be present and in this moment and not worried about the future and not in fear of the past. This is what it feels like to feel with my open heart. And so that becomes the new norm and the non-negotiable of your life. Why wouldn't we want to live with an open heart multiple times a day? Right? And so that's the practice. We need to practice the mastery of being in this frequency all day long. So Carol was sharing about losing her partner, and I'm so sorry to hear that, Carol. And she's sharing that coming into spaces like this was so grateful for that manifestation. And yeah, it's been an incredibly challenging and interesting time the last 5 years. And a lot of what's happened is it created a lot more ripples of separation and a lot more ripples of fear. And so we are coming into that coherence once more. This next chapter, these next 6 months in particular, these heart openings is really, really, really going to help us to keep on this higher plane, this higher timeline. Ah, beautiful. Margot is saying that's great advice to open 50 times a day. Yeah, it feels extreme, but literally it'll take you 10 seconds. You can take even just 50 times a day, just take 2 breaths. Or even 50 times a day, you're going to take 10 cleansing breaths and just feel your heart opening. And then with this, feel your energy centers opening and feel your aura expanding around you, right? So we want to get this heart coherence. Like, I mean, that's why there was so much separation the last few years of certain distances, because when we're in a heart coherence and somebody else is in heart coherence and those heart coherences feeling each other energetically, like it creates ripples of love through the planet. Right. And so we want to like really expand our hearts to feel the community. And then also it's activating that toroidal field system, right? Which is that infinite wealth stream of energy. When we're tapping into that, we're not emptying our cups. We are fully fulfilling more energy, more vibrancy, more light, more love frequencies running through our systems. Okay, so as we're coming into a bit of a close, because I'm going to invite Neil on shortly to have a little Q&A with him as well, I just want us to take a deep breath in through the heart and breathing that beautiful love energy that we've opened up today all the way down into the earth, and for that to be rippled around the planet, for every single being on this planet to feel our beautiful intentions. We'll just do this one more time, breathing in. Breathing that love energy all the way down into the earth, rippled all the way around. And then one more time, breathing in. And breathing down and all around the earth. Thank you, everyone. It was such a gift and a pleasure to be here with you all. And it was my absolute beyond honor to have brought through this transmission and to have talked about the heart consciousness today. I'm just sending you all so much love. And if anyone wants to reach out to me after this summit, you can find me on info@zoedavenport.com, or I'm on Instagram, which is I am Zoe Davenport, or you can visit my website, which is zoedavenport.com. So I'm just sending you all my love, all my blessings, all my gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, Neil.
Hey, Zoe, thank you so much. Beautiful way to begin. Just really setting the energy for everything we've experienced. And I love everybody's comments here. And there was quite a few comments on the last few years being heavy and feeling a shift right now, you know? And that's exactly where I'm at in my life. I know you personally, so I see that for you as well. So it seems like there's a collective shift going on where we're stepping into more lightness, and we have the opportunity to, right? We have the opportunity to shift into it. But one thing I really loved that you said was, how do we, well, kind of, you posed the question, how do we practice gratitude even when we're not feeling grateful? You know?
Yeah.
And what I got from it was repetition goes really far, you know, like taking the time, because we're so consumed with the world, we're just moving from position to place to place. If we take the time to stop and start focusing on little things, I would say that we end up rewiring our brains to then by default seeing the elements of things we should be grateful for, right?
Yeah, exactly. And we spend so much of our energy and our time in worry and fear. So, right. And we do a really good job of convincing ourselves that like, that's how it is. So it's almost like going in the opposite of like, okay, well, I have to convince myself I'm grateful, but you keep doing it, then we will feel grateful. Right. And for me, it's, I don't know what happened a few weeks ago for me in particular. I think there was just a deeper opening of the heart where I just became so much more incredibly grateful for everything that I had in my life. And I remember coming out of this community event and I was staying at a hotel. And it was so interesting that the parallels that I was with a friend who had ordered a meal, and it wasn't what he had expected it to be, right? He had a vision of his meal and this completely different dish came out. So he was kind of like eating it in this energy of like, oh, this isn't really what I wanted. And I was like, well, you could change it. And the waiter came up to me and I felt like I hadn't ever been given a meal before. Like, I feel like this waiter probably thought, what planet is this chicken? Because I was like, wow, thank you so much. Like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And that was probably one of the best meals that I've ever eaten, because there was just this deep, profound, like, wow, I think about all the people that have worked to be able to bring me this meal on this table, and what a gift and a luxury to be able to sit there and talk to someone, and then 20 minutes later they bring you this food, right? Someone's had to go and grow the vegetables, and then someone's had to pick the vegetables, and then someone's had to transport the vegetables and in the proteins and things, and then someone's had to think about the dish and put that together, and then someone's got to wash the plate up. And I was just thinking, so grateful for every single person on this planet, that there is so much shifting for us, and especially with AI, which is a completely different topic. But I really feel that there is going to be so much more spaciousness for people to embody more of their creative expression on this planet. And when we continue to live through this space, I have been witnessing daily miracles in my life when I'm in this space. And so I really want to emphasize what's available for us when we really show up every day and do this work. So if we've got time to scroll on Instagram and Facebook and like binge watch 15 hours of Netflix, we've got time to spend opening our hearts. We've got time to spend feeling gratitude, even for the simple things like your fridge, right? It's like, wow, like this fridge doesn't stop, it stops my food from going moldy. And I feel like in Western society in general, we can get so complacent with the physical stuff that we have because it's so accessible. So it's redefining your relationship to your physical reality and living through that space. There's just so much joy in this moment. So yeah, very grateful, very, very grateful.
Thank you. So yeah, a lot of times we take things for granted because that's just the way it is. And it's like slowing down in order to really appreciate everything around us and seeing the beauty. Like the ascension isn't about something in the future. It's how do we see the beauty in this moment right now, and seeing the beauty in each other and our friendships and connections. And then what I like to say is the paradox is once we start doing that in the moment, that's when we start creating that in our future. And our future has no chance but to reflect that back for us.
100%. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, this was such a pleasure and gift to open this weekend. So thank you very much for having me be here. What a gift. Very grateful for you.
I love you. And please let everybody know if you have anything coming up. How can people work with you on a deeper level if they choose to do so?
Yeah, thank you for asking me that. I'm really terrible at sharing. I always get so like in the energies. Yes, I'm bringing out a beautiful 3-month journey in September, which is all about navigating duality and working at really expanding the electromagnetic frequency of the heart. So we're going to be doing some deep dives into specific tools and techniques and cleansing the body and really showing up in our mastery and accountability as well. So you can find all the information for that. If you want to drop me a personal email, info@zoedavenport.com, or Instagram, I am Zoe Davenport. And then my website is zoedavenport.com. So if you sign up to the newsletter, then you will be the first to know about the release date for that. And then I'm bringing out a community masterclass call at the end of July. So again, the best way is to sign up to the newsletter, and then you'll receive first information. So thank you.
Okay, amazing, Zoe. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for starting us out and setting the energy for this event. Appreciate you.
Love this. Thanks, Neil. Thanks, everyone. Blessings, blessings. Bye-bye.
All right, everybody. So let's take a deep breath in. I think after every single talk, we'll take a deep breath in together before we move into the next one. This, the Great Remembrance, we do have some presentations, we do have some information, but I would say a lot of what we're going to experience is experiential. It's going to be a lot of activations over these 2 days. So I invite you all to take a deep breath in with me. Deep breath in. Let it out.